Welcome to the Patriot Hour. I'm Michael, your host. We got Ben on the line again. We're going to do some more Anon breaking down, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. We're going to get right into it for you. Welcome to the Patriot Hour. I'm Michael, your host. If you're new to the channel, please take a minute to subscribe. Possibly at the end of the video, if you like it, share it. Maybe leave a comment. If you feel more comfortable, drop us an email. Typically, look down in the description box. I always leave the link for whatever websites we visit or things that we go over. So keep an eye out for that. And again, if you're new, welcome. And take a look around. There's some good videos to bring you up to par in the whole QAnon phenomenon. We got Ben in the studio. Ben, can you hear us loud and clear?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Coming in clear.
All right. So we're gonna probably go up a few from where we were at. I'm not sure where we left off, but it doesn't really matter. I'm going to do a quick update here just to see if anything new has happened.
I would like, towards the end of this, to touch on the this very latest post of 944, but I know we had left off with he was saying that it's not the new world order, it's more the Nazi world order, and it was the anti-fascist movement, and this picture was taken in the early 30s. I think is where we left off in the last one. So,
well, yeah, we went over those pictures for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think we went down some, so yeah, let's go down a little bit maybe. This was interesting. We had did this video earlier. I did that video and
now look at
928 here.
What's 928? Yeah, look at that one there.
Or, well, how about 923? Read that one. That one's kind of. I know you've done some deep research into the music industry. To the music industry, Hollywood. You've actually tuned me into a few different things throughout the years on that, even though I had roughly touched base. I know you did a little bit more extensive.
Yeah, we've heard, well, even on the mainstream media for years of the what do they call them, the call couches or casting couches, and we've heard this stuff from the Hollyweird and from the Hollywood people. You see that they made former enslaved famous Hollywood is filled with them models. I mean, there's always a ubiquitous saying in Hollywood, and if you have met anybody at all who has been at all on TV for any short period of time or for anything, they'll say, oh, you had to sell your soul to get where you're at today. Nobody's famous in Hollywood for free. They all had to sell their soul. And people laugh at that. They say, oh, that's funny. Sell the soul to the devil. And some people, I believe, literally do. Others,
well, there's lots of video out there of them saying it even. So whether they're joking or not, there's tons of clips I've seen.
But now
actors or actors, musicians saying it themselves, from their own mouth.
Well, exactly. And part of the post is brainwashed. I mean, how many clips have we seen of news anchors all of a sudden locking up and they're it's not working? Or we've seen clips of these very high, very powerful people in Hollywood, very famous people, and they're acting very erratic. They're not acting normal. And they're thinking, oh, it's just Holly weird people. But this is who was adopted, who was born. You know, they say they want the sheep would follow the stars. I mean, think about some of the latest things that come on your. You know, we have the big things coming up here. These big programs for everybody's trying to sing, and everybody wants to be a star. And will I be discovered? And everybody's tuning in at 8 o'clock, the prime time hour, to catch this latest show because that's what's going on, and they're rooting for their person. And it's almost like it's a soap opera, and they want Johnny to date Sally, and they want them to get together at the end of the show, and that their whole life is revolved around this, and.
I've
This
read
is
many
this is
articles
stuff
about
that, you
this
know.
slave call, and some of these actresses and actors have been brainwashed and helped recruit other people into these cults and just weird brainwashed, just weird stuff. And it's some of the videos or research I've done, it's almost like it was intriguing to learn and listen, but you just really hoped it wasn't. And it's not, again, it's not everybody, right? We know that. It's not everybody. It's
No, but but people don't, on a mass level, don't really understand that psychology and the way people view things and input information into your brain has been around for thousands of years. They just call it psychology now. And so we've understood if you, well, for instance, to quote some individuals talking about the Nazi world order, according to some of these earlier posts, or these later posts, to say that if you want everybody to believe a lie, tell it a lot, make it simple, you keep on telling it, so eventually everybody believes it to be the truth.
say it,
And
repeat
obviously,
it
I'm
over
not
and
quoting
over.
verbatim. Repeat
Yeah.
it over and over and over.
They were doing that in the
And
Nazi.
so
That was one of their propaganda tools.
that was, and that propaganda
Say
tool
it, say it often,
has been
repeat
used.
Yes.
Exactly, and that's been used today. We've seen them with everything from the mainstream news, or we say mainstream, but the news that has the highest amount of viewers, platforms. The word brainwash is who was adopted. So are we talking other children being adopted by current actors and actresses that are now in the Hollywood film industry, that are
Yes.
now budding child actors that, you look at, for
And it's
instance,
adopted
and I'm not
and
saying
born
that.
in. That's huge into it. I mean, and that saying, it came to me, if you repeat a lie often enough, people will believe it. If you repeat a lie often enough, it becomes the truth, where people will take it as
Yes.
the truth. If you tell a lie big enough and just keep repeating it, people will eventually come to believe it. And if it just you long enough, big enough, repeat it enough, and people are bound to start repeating it themselves as truth. I mean, it's a common.
And those who don't care about, exactly, those who don't care about researching, they're doing any of that kind of stuff, will parrot this lie that's told over and over and over.
They just become
So people
repeaters
that
of it.
who's adopted. The parrots out there, not the Patriots.
Oh,
the
yeah, the
parrots. You
parrots.
got to be careful. That's
But
that's
not,
that's very evil.
Hatriots, not patriots. So yeah, where were we at on that? Models, find those with the loudest voice, brainwashed, who was adopted, who was born in. They thought the sheep would follow the stars. Period. Q. Now again, we have capital stars, capital sheep. That it? Stars, sheep, stars.
Yeah, we've seen that one before. Yeah, exactly. That's that one thing else. Where's the
See
before
what
and afters was saying?
Let me see here. Let that load up. Put you in just a little bit of
But still,
a better intro. See if that helps.
yeah. It's just
Sick.
said before. This is sick.
Makes sense.
No, makes sense.
That way they would be able to control them forever. Ruffalo, Cobalt, Matt Damon. So Mark Ruffalo, that Colbert, whatever, Matt Damon.
Is that Colbert, the Colbert Report?
Yeah, there
Those
you go,
guys.
Colbert.
Understood.
Yeah. Understood, sir. Transition from slavery to clowns to full-on performers. Lots of beauties working with the clowns, or so I was told.
There you go. Hollywood was founded by Jews, MGM, etc. And this is the Khazarian ran Germany, Hitler, and created the propaganda. So they're talking about the original. When you talk about the Jews currently who are sitting in Israel right now, they're primarily of a Khazarian descent, which was nowhere near originally the homeland, I believe, in where Israel was. But these people are in Germany, and these the propagandists who created that as well. You know, it's
Know where that went.
quite interesting.
What's this one? Dilly, Intel says Hillary pedovid is too intense to release. Says 8 vids were made of conference call to Hillary Rodham Clinton from LL Slick Willie Tarmac meeting, and it's assumed that the one they get the order to kill somebody, Seth Rich, is going to be released. Wow, that is huge. What
Pedovid is so bad. I often think about Macaulay Culkin and Trump's cameo in Home Alone 2. Trump probably wasn't aware back then. What happened to Culkin was terrible. They completely brainwashed him. Now he's 100% with the cult.
Wow.
Hope you bastards who did this get him.
Hold on here. What post is this? So 9:23. I just want to write that down.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, so let's read a few more here, Ben. What's this here?
The little hyperlink or it's a little URL somewhere.
A couple of YouTube video links.
Ooh, what's this right here? This is a clipboard image, hide.
Can't get on it.
Was that the
It's
Mickey Mouse Club? Right, that's that
looks like
Justin Timberlake. Is that what that is? The 30s, 50s? I want to see that. Is that who it is? Justin Timberlake in the upper right-hand corner with his hands. Well, I'm like, hey.
It could be. It looks like
that looks like it looks like the Mickey Mouse Club. Yes. Sold on a dream.
They completely brainwashed him.
Macaulay, yeah. And there's more links on that.
So, okay, let's jump on here. We'll go up here. So,
well, the one right above that 924 is even pretty crazier as well.
Repeats it right here, but then he goes to that. So go ahead and read this, Ben. The spirit.
Well, the spirit cooking discovery is bigger than you know. Follow Maria, which is a Maria Abravanix. I can't quite pronounce that. There's a reason for the word conspiracy was made / pushed, the weapon against the awakening. Now this Maria Abravanix is into spirit cooking, and this has came to the forefront, I would say, in late 2016, early 2017, with they're actually showing rituals for spirit cooking, because nobody knew about this kind of stuff 5-6 years ago. This all just came out, and they're showing you on mainstream big huge news platforms about them rubbing. We're talking, I mean, I can see you're munching right there, and I don't want to say what this spirit cooking sauce is made of, you know what I'm saying? I mean, what they have inside this stuff. And they're getting actors and actresses are coming along and doing spirit cooking. They're covering themselves with gold, which is a very much so another occultic practice. And this is mainstream stuff. I mean, we're getting pictures on Twitter of them doing blood masks and drinking blood parties. One of the Vanity Fair, not Vanity Fair, but one of the latest cosmology magazines was pushing how the Kardashians are coming out with this new vampire mask where it's a blood mask, and this is all around. This is all this Maria Abramovich. I don't know if she's some type of high witch in some coven or some. Obviously, we know that there's some obviously demonic stuff going on there. But the fact that these actors are all taking pictures with her, they're coming together, and this is. They say there's a reason the word conspiracy was made, pushed. This was their weapon. We know the CIA coined the term conspiracy theorist. Yeah, see right here, keeping up with the Kardashians.
Getting a bloody ridiculous. Attention-starved Kim K tweeted a shot of her blood-spattered face after a vampire facial. The gruesome $1,500 treatment that promises younger, firmer-looking skin. The vampire facelift, trademarked by Alabama doctor Charles Runnels, draws blood from the patient's arm with a needle and separates. I mean, this is crazy, and they're calling it
so some of the stuff what they're doing. Yes. So okay, what about the child? Okay, so she's taking blood from herself, right? Ooh, and we take blood from ourselves, and what we do is we oxygenate it and we separate the platelets. What about the blood from small baby children? According to the occults, that's really rich in young, vibrant, keeping the skin tight and stuff. So these are what these people are doing right now, and this is what they're believing in. And Hollywood is all wrapped up deep in this, and they're making this normal. And the conspiracy is oh, they're just, yeah, I can't believe you guys would say that and this and that. That's just, that's conspiracy theorist, and that's coined as a weapon against the awakening, because you can't be saying that if you're trying to get these people awake and trying to say, hey, there's something more than you think is going on, and it's been going on for hundreds of years, and it's not stopping, it's only getting bigger.
Exactly. So no, we got
I did want to touch
what's that?
I was going to touch on the very last post. I did find some stuff on, it wasn't Q himself. It was another poster, anonymous poster. I believe Q had, he had actually replied to it, you know, went too deep, attempt a pullback, not ready. 944 says, anyone mention NWO referencing the Natürlich Wirtschaftsordnung, I don't know, the National Economic Order? Well, I pulled it up, dude. So copy and paste the National Gewungarf, I don't know how to do it, and you go to basically, you know, go find out. Yeah, the Nurlach Vongberg. It's pretty crazy what it's coming up with over here. This is just according to Wikipedia, and we all know Wikipedia is not the last foundation of source of truth, but they're it's basically the structure is summed up. What this is here in about 3 different orders: the free money, free land, and free trade. Free land, all land is commonly owned, or else the property is public institutions and can be only rented from the community or form of government, respectively, not purchased. So this is very much so high socialism. You're not taking away your private property, trying to, they say free money is one of the structures in this fear of, I can't quite pronounce it just right.
No, that's hard.
So here's it in a nutshell, just real on it. And this is according to the last post. I'm just kind of breaking down. According to Wikipedia, this is the flaws of the monetary system according to this German free economy. What was the last one on the last post? And this is one of the flaws of it. The Fierskraft claims the current monetary systems are flawed. The mainstream economic prices convey information. For example, dropping prices on a product meant that there is less in demand and more supply of that product. Supply and demand, we know that. This leads to a buyer buying more or a seller starting to sell or producing something else, thereby reducing the supply of that product. As a reaction, assuming constant desirability, the product rises again. i.e. they take a bunch of carrots off the shelf and now everybody wants carrots. Now the price of carrots rise and they put it back on the shelf and instantaneous, you got profit.
Yes.
So the price together with the market's participants builds up a feedback loop around the stable ideal price. So you see how this loop is going on. At this stable price, the market is ideal. No one pays too much or earns too little. There is no tendencies for either party to change that price. The wobbling around ideal price called self-stabilizing. So they're saying they're going to give you enough money to buy the food you need and making sure that the foods they have there is within the same prices of the credits and free money they gave you that day or for that time period. So this just goes back to the free economy, and this was proposed in 1916. The natural economic order. A group of Swiss businessmen used his ideas and found the WIR Bank. So this is basically it's like a libertarian socialist. So it's pretty crazy what this is getting into, and to see what we have now. And I mean, this is I know there's lots to come, and there's a lot more information to break down. Seeing these potential German descendants and their ancestry, and then getting into the Hitler and what happened pre-World War II, and then of course we all know about post-World War II. So this is just lots of information to ingest, and I know they're going to be coming back at it again. So
No, exactly. Now, just to close out here, I was going to read, let me see where I'm at. Merge that. Okay, so post 34. Let me see here. Okay, so this was post 34, November 1st, 2256. So just, what, 10:56 p.m. on November 1st. Mm-hmm. This is days after Q started posting. Q Clearance Patriot. My fellow Americans, over the course of the next several days, you will undoubtedly realize that we are taking back our great country, the land of the free, from the evil tyrants that wish to do us harm and destroy the last remaining refugee of shining light. On POTUS order, we have initiated certain fail-safes that shall safeguard the public from the primary fallout, which is slated to occur 11/3 upon the arrest announcement of Mr. Podesta. Accountable 11/4. So this looks like it never happened, but we have not heard from him. So did this happen secretly? Confirmation to the public
we don't know
of
yet.
what is occurring will then be revealed and will not be openly accepted. Public riots are being organized in serious numbers in an effort to prevent the arrest and capture of more senior public officials. On POTUS order, a state of temporary military control will be actioned and special ops carried out. False leaks have been made to retain several within the confines of United States to prevent extradition and special operator necessity. Rest assured, the safety and well-being of every man, woman, and child of this country is being exhausted in full. However, the atmosphere within the country will unfortunately be divided, as so many have fallen for the corrupt and evil narrative that has been long broadcast. We will be initiating the Emergency Broadcast System, EMS, during this time, in an effort to provide a direct message, avoiding the fake news to all citizens. Organizations and or people that wish to do us harm during this time will be met with swift fury. Certain laws have been pre-lifted to provide our great military the necessary authority to handle and conduct these operations at home. So
and abroad.
I mean, that never happened. I know we like to just randomly go down. That's what I did. So I think some things were put on hold as far as these people. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure, folks. But so it looks like He went on and continued over here. POTUS will be well insulated, protected on Air Force One and abroad. Specific locations classified while these operations are conducted due to the nature of the entrenchment. It is time to take back our country and make America great again. Let us salute and pray for the brave men and women in uniform who will undertake this assignment to bring forth peace, unity, and return power to the people. It is our hope that this message reaches enough people to make a meaningful impact. We cannot yet telegraph this message through normal methods for reasons I'm sure everyone here can understand. Follow the questions from the previous thread and remain calm. The primary targets are DC and remain at the top on both sides. The spillover in the streets will be quickly shut down. Look for more false flags. Stay alert, be vigilant, and above all, please pray. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have eternal life. Love is patient, love is kind. God bless my fellow Americans. 4/10/20. For the information spreading 1% at a time is helpful to wake more people up. God bless. 4/10. So remember and take it hard. It only takes a committed 10% of any population to bring about tremendous change. Minority rules, why 10% is all you need. Freakonomics. Huh. So, no, that is crazy. And we are here at the 26-minute mark. So, let me take a minute and wrap it up, Ben. I mean, what's your collective thought on where everything's kind of at, and what's your...
I definitely know that there's a German connection coming out of here. We have it. Some of what we covered tonight has definitely been under the ancestry of some of the current, we can call them royalties here in America. We would the Bush royalty, and they go back. Some of the other ones we're covering this mind control. You've covered that in MK Ultra before, but this is even on a more subtle level to where everybody in certain industries, or it's kind of a norm of what's going on, and they're slowly but surely leaking this out to us. In the Hollywood aspect, and Germany was huge on propaganda. Look at the Olympics that were held in Germany, and the propaganda was crazy. And they're telling us now that MSN is fake and this kind of stuff, and it's all kind of coming full circle. So definitely be aware of what you claim to know is truth and what you see to think is reality, for sure.
And there you have it, folks. That was Ben. We're gonna see him again here real soon, possibly this week on the Patriot Hour show on Thursday. I think we got some arrangements. So, and
hopefully I can get down there to you guys and get in the studio for sure.
Exactly. Until then, Ben, salute, and we appreciate you taking your time to be on the Patriot Hour, and you're more than welcome anytime. And like we said, we'll probably see you Thursday if it all works out time frame wise, and we can get it all meshed in. So
yep, thanks for having me on the show tonight, and look forward to hopefully in the studio for sure.
All right, there you guys heard it. That was Ben. Again, if you guys are new to the channel, take a minute to subscribe, like, share, leave a comment for us. If you feel more comfortable, there's an email. Look in the description. Typically, if you're looking for any of these posts that we were on, the link will be down there for you. So I'm Mike from the Patriot Hour. Good night. God bless. And remember this. God gave you 2 ears and a set of 2 eyes. So for those of you that can hear, you're going to hear it. For those of you that can see, you're going to see it. So just take that with you. And good night. God bless. And we'll see you later for the newest updates.